Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through how I set up a week in my digital journal. I'm filming this the Sunday of the past week because at the end of this I'm also going to show you how I review the week, and I wanted to show you it like the week of so that you can see how some things are kind of like reviewed and mentioned in the beginning of the week and then reflected on at the end of the week. So this is my weekly spread. This is last week's spread, so that's kind of what it looks like all filled in. And I've just gone ahead and copied and pasted and just erased some of the things that I didn't need. So now I have this. So the first thing I do is I come over to my calendar and I change this to the week that we're on, which I've already done. And then the next thing I do is go to my life aspects area. And this is just how I check off whether I've made certain parts of my life a priority during the week. So I have the format from last week. So I did family, reading, and writing. So I'm just going to go and check those off. So I'll just copy, paste. So I did family, reading, and writing. So what's left, I have journaling, finances, and meditation. So those are going to be my priorities for this week. And then I will erase it all and it'll reset for next week, which is a new month, February. So basically there's 15 here, and I just try to make each one of them a priority at least once a month. It works out to be 5 weeks because I pick 3 per week, but it doesn't have to be strict or exact or anything, because obviously not every month has exactly 5 weeks, and obviously we have a midweek here, so it really doesn't like matter, but it's there for me to track just so that every month or every time it's full I erase it and redo it. So then the next thing I do is I come over to my mindset box, and I'm just going to fill in what I want my mindset to be for the week ahead, or where my head is at the beginning of the week. And I created a little sticker element that has some prompts. So I'll just go in and write what I want my mindset to be and like where I'm at right now. But if I get stuck, then I'll read these prompts so that I can fill in the space. So sometimes I need them, sometimes I don't. And they're just there for me to use if I do. So I'm just going to go ahead right now and fill that in. So for my mindset this week, I said, I can't believe it's already the end of January. I want to wrap up this month on a good note. I want to make sure I'm productive while also taking time for rest and having that work-life balance. No work after 3. I need to remind myself that I am already the person I want to be. I am already living my best life. I have everything I need to thrive. It's in my nature to succeed. I honor where I'm at, and I'm excited for where I'm going. I know that focusing on my connection to myself will guide me where I need to go. And then for my intentions, I put I want to feel confident, empowered, in my power, gentle with myself. I want to celebrate life and let myself be happy about the little things. And then for my priorities, so like I kind of just said, it's going to be journaling, finances, and meditation. So I'm just going to really quickly change the format for that. Okay, so for my priorities for journaling, so while I end the month, I want to do my monthly review and set up for February. And then I put don't go overboard with tracking because I am like unhealthily obsessive when it comes to habit tracking, and I get really excited and I need to like make sure I'm not. But it's just that like in December, I was really curious which habits I did during the year, like what ones I kept up with and how many times I did them, because I tend to think that I didn't do certain habits a lot, but I know that I did, and I just want a number value to it. I don't know though, because tracking during the year, like it can get like unhealthily obsessive for me. So I don't want to go overboard, but I still want to have some sort of data at the end of the year. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. I'll talk a little bit more about how I do track my habits and what is working for me as we go through the week setup. So then again, for journaling, for my last little thing that I put keep doing a paragraph of journaling in the morning and try using the prompts that I have for myself. I have like little morning prompts that I like to use, and I haven't used them in a while. So I'm gonna bring out my morning prompts to make it easier. And then for money, I just have balance paycheck, pay off debt, and no spend February. And then for meditation, I want to do longer sessions when I have time, and like make time to do longer sessions. And then I want to try 2 minutes before bed, so meditating in my bedroom because I usually meditate in my yoga room. And then use my affirmation bracelet at least once this week. So just the mala bracelets, and like I use the beads to like count breaths. It just like helps me. So I want to do that at least once this week. So those are my priorities this week. So then we'll go through and we'll talk about routine. So this is my space for talking about my morning routine, it's like before work and after work. So I'll just use this space to talk about that. Okay, so for my routines, I love waking up earlier. I want to keep it at between 5 and 5:15 for this week. Mondays are always iffy. I didn't follow much of an evening routine last week and I need to. Everything goes out the window when I get home from work, but these things make me feel good, so I need to put more effort. Walking at work definitely helps because it's one less thing that I have to worry about. Definitely need to get to bed earlier. I need to journal at 7 and read in bed at 8. And then these are just like the schedules I have for the morning and for the evening. So I have high bar, mid bar, low bar, high bar, mid bar, low bar. So like high bar is if it's like I have lots of energy that day, I know I can get everything done that day, I'm feeling good. And then low bar is like I have no energy, but I still want to do my morning routine. How can I kind of like do the bare minimum? So then I have my habit box. So I'll talk about some of the habits that I was struggling with last week and ways I can make it easier for myself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill that in. Okay, so for my habits, I put journaling before bed is hard, especially when I put it off. It's like I don't even realize the time. Maybe I need to set an alarm. Kind of want to make tea before bed. I want to make it a habit to walk at work around 3 or just after. My goal is 6,000 steps a day this week. I want to do one meditation video and one Grow with Joe video. I want to track how many ginger shots I do. And I also want to do my Duolingo lessons as much as I can. And then this is my habit tracker. If you've seen previous videos, you know that I do what I call a perfect day. I don't always like to use that word. Sometimes I just call it an ideal day, but I am tracking the amount of perfect days I have done during the year. If I'm just tracking one thing, I figure I just wanted to track that. So I kind of got this loosely based off of like the whole 75 hard thing, but I just picked my own 10 habits that I care about the most. And when I do all of them, it's considered a perfect day, and I definitely don't have to do it in a row. I guess ideal week would be 5 perfect days in a week, because then I have the weekend. And I haven't hit it yet, and that's totally fine, because 3 is good too, 2 is good too. So I'm just tracking to see. So down here is where I have whether it is a perfect day, and I'm keeping track. So I've had 10 perfect days already this month. So then when I do get another perfect day, I will keep track and tally them up. So basically I have waking up early, and then I fill up my water bottle, I journal, meditate, yoga, Pilates, and then I track if I got my active minutes during my Pilates, and then 6,000 steps, walk on my walking pad or do a walking workout video or walk outside. It's not good weather out, so I haven't been walking outside, but if it gets sunny, I really want to. And then reading, and then writing and journaling before bed. This section is like my goal for the week, and then this section is like my actual. This is from last week, so just ignore it. It's all 0, but I'll just change it at the end of the week. And then I have my other habits down here, and then my health tracker, which I'll fill out during the week. And then I have my reading goals, which I still need to edit, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. And then, yeah. So during the week, I like to fill in these boxes. I typically use, so this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The first box is usually what I did for my exercise that morning. And then the second box is journaling in the morning, which I have made a sticker for morning prompts. And then this one is kind of like a free-for-all. And then this one, sometimes I either use it to reflect on the day, so I write in it before bed, or I'll say my goals for the next day. So that box is usually reserved for writing in before bed. And sometimes I like to use these boxes to talk about like my priorities, so whether I hit those goals during the week. And then also during the week, I'm writing down my affirmations in the morning. I don't know if you can see, there's like 3 lines there. And then one positive thing that happened that day, and then my gratitude, and then I have my weekly review. So it's Saturday now, it's the end of the week. This is what my planner looks like all filled in after the week. So I have my mindset, my priorities, routines, habits, habit tracker, health tracker, reading goals, weekly review, and then I fill these out through the week. So affirmations, one positive thing, and gratitude. My Saturday night box is not filled in because it's Saturday during the day already. I've already done my morning journaling for the day. And then my Sunday is not filled in, but to be transparent, these boxes don't always get filled in. Like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I kind of fall off, and a lot of these boxes are usually empty because it's the weekend and I'm already into kind of like relaxing and enjoying my weekend. But I'm trying to figure out a different way to set up my weekend, because sometimes I want goals and sometimes I want like a rough timeline or a rough like routine schedule that I can look at if I want to follow one, but I try to really just like be present in the moment on the weekend and like give myself what I need in the moment. So I'm just going to go through now. We're going to fill out this box, which is my weekly review. But to review the week, the first thing I usually do is double check my habit tracker, and I make sure that it lines up with my other habits. So I'll go in and make sure that everything was filled in, and then I will go to my health tracker and find the average for each life category so that it's easier in my monthly to put an average number. So I just have them on the bottom here of my averages. And then I also go through my reading goals. So the way that I set this up is I write down the books that I'm currently reading. And yes, I'm the kind of person who reads like 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 books at a time. But I'm also in a reading slump right now. So whatever had my attention, I just grabbed. So that's why I have so many books on the go right now. I've also finished a couple and DNF'd a couple. So it's definitely less than this, but I will. So this means that these are the digital books I'm currently reading, audiobooks I'm currently reading, and the physical books I'm currently reading. And then where I started in the beginning of the week, what goal I have, so how many pages I want to read. So I want to read 150 pages, and I want to get to page, and that's in this column here, or get to percent for audiobooks. And then at the end of the week, I just go in and I put where I am in all of those books and put a check mark if I achieved that goal. So the first thing I do in my weekly review is I do a little check-in. So I'll ask myself, what do you need right now and what do you want right now? So I'm just going to go ahead and fill that in. For my needs, I put a full day of reading. I need a good meal. I need a 30-minute walk, a good book, and to laugh. And for desires, I put to buy books, to watch a movie. I need chocolate. No, sorry, I want chocolate, iced tea, and I want to lay in bed the rest of the night. And then this box here is mindset. So I'll just reread what I wrote in the mindset box and then I'll reflect on it here. So to reflect on my mindset, I definitely struggled with work-life balance. This week was kind of hard, not gonna lie, but we made it and I'm happy and that I was gentle with myself. So for intention, I just read what I wrote as what I want to feel for this week. And then I pick a couple and then I wrote down where I felt that this week. So I just already went ahead and grabbed some while I was reading my mindset just to make this go a little bit quicker. So I felt confident and empowered at work when handling situations with parents. And I let myself be happy about the little things. I'm squealing over books that I'm reading right now, and in the middle of the week I saw a really nice sunrise, so I was able to take a moment to admire it. And then right here we have the priorities we set at the beginning of the week, so journaling, finances, and meditation. And these little emojis here are thumbs up, thumbs down, and then like a bar chart. And it just what went well this week, what didn't go well, or what did you struggle with, and then improvements, changes, or adjustments. So for journaling, what went well this week? I got my monthly review in my journal done and my monthly setup, and then filming day of was hard because it was midweek, so I kind of wanted to like film my January review on January 31st and have it posted, and then film my monthly setup on February 1st and have it posted. Now a couple days late on those videos, but it's no big deal. So to improve, I would just need to plan better. And then for finances, what went well? So for money, I put what went well. I reviewed my finances at the end of the month and I reflected on it, and I did a lot of days of this month was no spend. And then my downfall was when I get paid, I want to spend, especially after not spending for a month. And then to improve, I'm going to pay off more debt next week. And then meditation. So for meditation, I put, I'm really happy that I'm using it at the end of the day because it's really hard for me to meditate before bed. I always just forget. But after such a hard week this week, I was like, I really need something to just decompress and like bring myself back to the moment and get my mind better so that I actually can relax at the end of the day. So I kind of did it naturally a few times this week, which was nice. Obviously, it was from stress, but I'm glad that I have that to go to when I need it. And then my struggling was my timing because I want to meditate for longer in the morning, but I don't always have time in my morning routine. I tend to meditate for like, because my bare minimum for meditation is 2 minutes. And I've been writing and journaling a lot in the morning, which is great, especially like it's really, really good for my mind. But I only meditate for like the 2 minutes to 4 minutes, and I'm still hitting my goal. But I do find myself wanting to meditate for longer. So when I do feel that way, I want to be able to. So to improve, I put waking up 5 minutes earlier and starting my meditation no later than 5:45. So far, that's what it looks like. And then we're going into routines and habits. So kind of same thing with mindset and intentions. I'm just going to reread these 2 paragraphs and then I'll reflect on them in these boxes, being for 4:45 next week. And then for my habits, I tracked the ginger shots that I take at breakfast time. I got my steps in, and journaling in the evening is easier this week. I didn't even have to, like, it was not a struggle at all. I just kind of did it naturally. And then I have learning, laughing, loving. So for learning, I put that I'm learning more about myself as a reader and more about reading slumps. So I first started reading last March and I got really into it, and I haven't felt like a real reading slump since I started feeling slumpy this at the beginning of the year. So probably like January, like the first week of January, I felt really slumpy. And I think it's because I get so excited and I want to read so many books, and then I pick them up and they're not what I think they are. Like I had so many like 5-star predictions on my TBR for the beginning of January, and a lot of them I was just like so like bored and just not into it, and I don't know if that was the slump or not. This week I feel like I'm finally getting out of my reading slump, and I'm starting to kind of reflect on what I need when I'm in a slump and how to get myself out of a slump quicker and when to like embrace the slump. So yeah, so I'm just learning more about myself. And then laughing with friends, with my friend Jillian and my friend Bailey. And then I just put, oh my god, she kills me. And then for loving, I put, I'm loving my morning routine and I'm loving teaching yoga to kids. So then I have these 2 boxes here, which are more or less. For more, I put more good food / homemade meals and bringing snacks to work. And then for less, I put less sitting at work. So for more, I put more using standing desk. So less gray skies, sitting at work, feeling overwhelmed with tasks. So I need to use my tasks more. So for continue, I put writing in the morning and reviewing my tasks daily, which I have been doing. Stop working after 3 p.m. and start meditating when you get home from work to decompress. And then this bar here, this spot here is my chakra tracker, I think I would call it. So basically I just use this space to write an affirmation for that chakra, and then I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. So 1 being I don't agree with that statement, and 10 being I do agree with that statement. So I put, I am safe, I am supported, I am rooted in my beliefs. It is safe to be vulnerable. I trust myself and others. I am strong and capable. I am connected to my inner light. Love flows through me and to me. I am love at my core. I love expressing who I am. I value what makes me unique. My intuition is strong. I know the next best step for me. I am connected to the universe. I know she has my back. And then for this week, I put overwhelmed, emotional, anxious, but loved, safe, happy, strong. So then I put next week, I want to feel loved, safe, happy, strong, nourished, connected, in tune, and peace. And then lastly, it's if next week went perfectly, it would look or feel like. And I put reading all the books, lots of laughs, playful joy, gaming, lots of yoga, and getting my steps in. So that is my weekly review. So that kind of concludes my week setup. I might write a little bit about my reading goals this week, and I might fill in these boxes, but I also might not, and that's fine. And then I also might fill in my habit tracker for the weekend still as well before moving on to creating my next week's spread. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos of me journaling with my iPad. See you in the next video. Bye!